everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. I am your host, Laura Afonso, here at the Navigate Credit Union Broadcast Center for GoLocal Prof. And I hope that you're hungry. We have some really delicious dishes in store for you all today. And all of our guests have some exciting things going on. So for our first guest, Rob, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Owner of Grille, one of my all-time favorite restaurants in Providence. Just consistently always spectacular food. So whether you're vegetarian, vegan, there's a lot of good options for you, and everything is delicious no matter what.
Thank you.
I love it. I'm a big fan. So let's get started off by, I want to hear a little bit about your backstory, how you got opened up with Grille and got everything started.
Sure. So the story goes back to 1940, 1941. My grandmother, Reggie, who I named this salad
Reggie
after.
Raw Heavens.
This is
my
Reggie's
favorite.
Raw Heavens salad. So Reggie in 1940 went raw food and vegan.
Okay.
She got into yoga, meditation, and fast forward, my mother, her daughter, opened up in Rhode Island the first organic natural food market. We had a little juice bar in the back. That was on North Main Street where XO used to be.
Yeah.
So that was our first location. It was called the Golden Sheaf. And we had that for almost 20 years. My mother had passed away. Soon after we opened it, we moved it to Wickenden Street on the corner of Hope and Wickenden.
Wow.
And that was a real community center. We had a juice bar, cafe. And then in 1996, we opened up the Garden Grill.
So you guys have been around for a long time.
Yeah, the Garden Grill. Well, I've been serving carrot juice in the East Side for 47 years.
Wow.
So that's my claim to fame.
Yes. So 1996, Garden Grill opened their doors.
We opened up we were building out 23 years ago this week.
Wow.
And we opened up in 1996. And the original concept was actually vegetarian for everybody.
Vegetarian for everyone, you nailed it.
Yeah, not just vegetarians or vegans, but food that meat eaters, just people who want good tasting, great quality food.
Absolutely.
So we had that in 96. We went through many different renovations and different variations of the menu. And it evolved. In the very beginning, it was just fast food, wraps, smoothies.
Oh, okay.
And
easy fixes.
Yeah, it was like
grab
order
and
at the
go.
counter.
Yeah.
No table service.
Okay.
And then we got a chef in, John Dilley, who's now at the Grange. Shameless plug, I know.
That's
so,
please do.
John Dilley, he took the Garden Grill to a whole different level.
Yeah.
And
really boosted it.
Yeah, John Dilley's the one that took it to like more finer dining, more better, higher concept food. And over the years, we just had chef after chef, and we just evolved. And it was always, the interior was always this kind of quasi-Mexican kind of theme. We did a renovation about 6 years ago with Kyla Colburn.
Yes.
You know.
Wonderful.
Yeah, you know Kyla.
Very talented.
So she's done some of the most creative restaurants in the city. She did the Grange.
Oh.
Second plug.
There we go.
So she's the one that put the tree in. And
that beautiful tree. And if you haven't been into Garden Grill and you don't know what tree we're talking about, looming over the bar very beautifully is a big wooden tree. I mean, I think that the space is beautiful. It's very eclectic and almost whimsical, I want to say, with those beautiful lights that have the holes in them. It casts really nice, dim light. It is a very nice ambiance and setting in there to enjoy your vegetarian dinner.
Right.
It's really lovely, but
we, after we did our renovation at Wildflower next door.
Yes.
We doubled the size in May.
Which was very exciting.
Yeah.
Opened up a lot more space in Wildflower.
Yeah, well, we just couldn't stop ourselves. We had to keep
Couldn't
going.
help it, yeah.
So the Garden Grill needed a complete, renovation. We had it was very old. The bathroom was back by the dishwashing station.
Yeah.
It was, so we hired.
Some things moved around.
Yeah.
Just updated.
Well, we hired one of the best restaurant designers, Libby Slater.
Okay.
So Libby did a lot of the restaurants in the down city area.
Yeah.
So we made it, we kind of refined it a little bit. It evolved into it's so beautiful now. It's very warm. It's a little less on the funky side.
Yeah.
So you've been in since we redid it?
I did. I was able to come to the soft opening.
Okay.
Very excited after the hiatus of how long were you closed for?
5.5 for 6 weeks.
It was a tough time for me.
It was a tough time
I'm
for
a
me.
regular. I definitely dine at Garden Grill at least once a week. Sometimes I get twice a week.
And this is one of your favorite dishes?
This is one of my favorite dishes, and I really missed it. So for 6 weeks, not being able to, and I would catch myself, I would say, well, what do we want for dinner tonight? Let's just go to Garden Grill. It's easy. It's just always really good. And I'd be like, oh, darn, they're closed still. So it was a tough couple of weeks. I'm very happy that you're back open. We got to come in, see the space, remodels the bar a little bit. That was really nice. You know, nice bright colors, the backsplash, the floors. I think that you did a fantastic job.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, we're very excited to have you back.
So we also have a new head chef who was a line cook there for many years.
Okay.
So it's Doug Morales.
Very nice.
And
So
this
he knows
is-
the ropes.
So this is one of his new dishes that he's doing. It's a pickled vegetable tamale. Corn masa tamale, cauliflower black bean spread. And so we definitely, we have a new taco section on the
Yes,
menu.
I enjoyed some tacos the other day. Really nice, the root vegetable taco.
Yeah, I had that last night. It's
Yeah,
good.
but your Korean tacos, fantastic.
Right.
Just always so good, nice and flavorful, bright colored. Really can't go wrong.
And our #1 best-selling item, the butternut squash quesadilla, is still there.
Oh my gosh.
So there were two things that people asked when we shut down.
Yes.
Are you keeping the tree?
Okay.
And are you getting rid of the butternut squash quesadilla?
Those are two things you cannot lose.
You can't.
You cannot.
I mean, it's the heart and soul of the place.
It really is. That squash quesadilla, man, it
Yeah.
has my heart.
Yeah, we sold 17,000 last year.
17,000
Just
quesadillas.
squash quesadillas.
Just squash quesadillas. For good reason. It is absolutely amazing. Some black beans, cheese, avocado, with a little bit of salsa on the side. My gosh.
We call it the gateway drug for hardcore carnivores.
Yes,
Yes.
I know, right? Because if you ever have one of those people in your life who are like hardcore meat lovers and they absolutely cannot have a meal without meat in it, and you're like trying to get them to try some meatless meals, that's a good one, you're right, to try.
Yeah, I mean, our whole menu is geared, it's not geared for vegans and vegetarians. We gear it so that everybody
Yeah, it's very
is
approachable.
comfortable there. We have,
There really is something for everyone.
We have pizzas that we
Yep.
grill there. We came out with a new one with cashew cheese
Yeah,
and delicata squash.
beautiful.
The majority of the menu is vegan.
Right.
We have some gluten-free items. We have a gluten-free macaroni and cheese.
Okay, so for our gluten-free friends, I know that Kate here will definitely appreciate a gluten-free mac and cheese, and you can do a gluten-free pizza if I'm not wrong, right?
Yes. Well, the new cashew cheese pizza, it is so good. That's
Yeah.
gluten-free
Beautiful.
and vegan, of course.
Of course.
So yeah, the Garden Grill's reopened. If anybody's
Back
was
in
like
business.
wondering where we are,
Yeah.
we opened up on Monday, and it's going great. We're getting used to it.
Yes. And some new menu items in addition. I know that I had the tofu. I think that it's not. I wouldn't say that it's fine dining. You don't need to be like intimidated. But this is like beautifully plated. It's very well done. It's very creative. So I think that you can go in and have a really nice dinner. It's very hearty. Have never left there feeling like, man, I think I'm still a little bit hungry. I think that every dish on the menu hits the nail on the head.
Yeah, we added a whole new taco. Well, we have the Korean tacos. We
Yep.
also added a roasted root taco and a zucchini and portobello mushroom taco.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and this is one of the new. So we want to stay with sort of the Latino Mexican theme.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um,
The quesadillas, the burritos, nachos, those nachos, man.
Yeah.
They are so good. Sometimes I'll get one between two people and I'm like, this is like a 4-person appetizer,
it's
really. It's big. It's
huge.
really good. Yes.
It's really big. So
Yeah.
yeah, and with the new build out, I think it really speaks to like our purpose and like why we have all our businesses, which is to create community, bring people together.
Right.
And the new space is more open, so there's more of a flow to it. And it's funny because when the Garden Grill closed, we saw the business at Wildflower, like those two businesses are like
Yeah.
tied at the hip.
Yes, they really are.
Yeah.
Now, you were serving a couple of your dishes. I know the Reggie's Raw Heaven was over at Wildflower.
Right.
So for those, like me, to get their fix
Right.
while you were, on a break.
Yeah.
Yeah, good thing.
Yeah, we did that. And then next year when we get through all of this, we're very community centered and we like to do things and give back to the community. So we have what's called Mindful Mondays, which we put on hold during all the renovations, but we'll start up again next year, after the first of the year.
Right.
Where what we do is we donate 5% of our sales on Mondays to small local nonprofits. We try to center around food insecurity,
Right.
quality of life. We try to like target populations that need help, whether it's food or healthcare, education. We love to support like preschools, and so we'll be starting that up probably around January of next year.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Food with a good cause.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, all the restaurants are there because we want to nurture and support the community.
And that's really where it all started for Garden Grill, was being a community player.
Right.
So I'm sure that, being able to give back to the community is definitely a big part of what you're built on.
It's one of the big reasons we do what we do.
Yeah.
And the first business we had, the Golden Sheep, we actually had a community center upstairs.
To go along with it.
Yeah, we gave public, we had like massage, we had yoga classes, African
Holistic.
drumming,
Yeah.
holistic counseling. We had an herbalist there.
Okay.
So this is just an extension of what I've been doing since 1971.
So it's coming very natural to you.
Yeah, and then when I met my wife Ushi, after the Garden Grill, we developed Wildflower Bakery.
Yes.
And that was definitely her inspiration. She was the muse behind Wildflower.
Okay. And Wildflower is a completely vegan bakery.
Totally vegan bakery.
Totally vegan.
Lots of gluten-free items.
Mm-hmm.
And then myself and my wife, we opened up the Grange, which
Yes.
was a higher-end concept, craft cocktail. The cocktail bar was really a big center of that build-out.
So you have a full, you do brunch, dinner
Yep.
at the Grange. You also have like a smoothie bar there.
Yeah, we have brunch 7 days a week.
Brunch 7 days a week.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize
Yeah,
that.
from 9 o'clock on.
I'm going to have to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. I thought it was only on the weekends, but now you're going to find me in the middle of the week having brunch at Grange. I
Yeah,
love it.
great, yeah.
Yeah, and same for Grange, is also vegetarian, but also offers a number
Right.
of,
Yeah, so Wildflower is the
and-
only vegan concept.
yes.
The other two, they do have eggs and they do have a little bit of dairy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I know that at least at Garden Grill there is vegan cheeses that you have to offer.
Oh, yeah.
So there is that as an option.
Yeah,
if
we
you are
have-
vegan and you're looking for that,
Right.
there is the option.
Yeah, so we have vegan cheese in all
Hmm.
the three businesses.
Yeah, and I know that you work with a number of local farms,
Mm-hmm.
which I know we're seeing more and more today, which is excellent. We definitely want to keep all of that in Rhode Island and support our local farmers, but you guys work with Narragansett Creamery, Aquidneck Honey.
Yeah, we do all that. And we
Yeah.
also, what we buy from Farm Fresh Rhode Island. I think
Beautiful.
the Grange is one of their biggest, everything comes from Farm Fresh Rhode Island. And sometimes I pick up at Skinny Dip Farm in Little Compton.
Okay.
There's Wishing Stone Farm down. So I live in Little Compton, and the farms down there are amazing.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
They're a gorgeous area down
So,
there. Yeah.
being local, trying to buy locally,
Mm-hmm.
support the local farms, makes a really big difference.
Definitely. Yeah. That's what we definitely like to see as Rhode
Yeah.
Islanders.
Yeah, it's
Of
Rhode
course.
Island. Small, local.
Absolutely. Well, if you haven't gotten a chance to yet, brand new renovations to see at the Garden Grill. Bring your meat-loving friends. Let them experience a vegetarian meal. They're going to love it. I can almost guarantee it, I promise. So go and check them out, and don't go anywhere because we have our next guest coming right up.